All right, so now I'm going to be helping you with number 4, and it says Ellen earned $6.50 per hour babysitting last week. If she babysat for a total of 12 hours, how much money did she make? I'm going to read that again so I can let all of the pieces kind of sink into my head. Ellen earned $6.50 per hour babysitting last week. If she babysat for a total of 12 hours, how much money did she make? So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go back to my question and I want to underline how much money did she make? And I like to answer that by saying she will make blank. She's going to make some money. So we're dealing with money. I need some details to figure out how much she's going to make. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to realize that it's Ellen babysitting and she's making money. That's the general idea here. And it's $6.50 per hour. Per really means each hour. They also told me that she babysat for 12 hours. So we know that she's going to be working for 12 hours. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make a plan. And I'm thinking to myself, what I have is I have a dollar amount and I have the number of hours. So I'm going to make me a little T-chart. I'm going to put hours on top and I'm going to put money on bottom. Here's what I know. Ellen worked 1 hour. She made $6.50. She worked another hour. She made another $6.50. She worked a third hour. She made $6.50. I'm seeing the same thing over and over. So my first question is, do I have equal groups? Yes, we have equal groups. My two options are to multiply or divide. If I continued this out and I said, well, she worked 12 hours, still making $6.50, I'm thinking to myself, well, I need to know that dollar amount for all of these $6.50 put together. So when I think about putting those together, I'm actually joining all of these sets. So that's right, boys and girls. We're joining equal sets. That is our action. And when we think about joining equal sets, we want to think about multiplying. So to get my quick and easy estimate, I'm thinking to myself, well, $6.50, when I write that down, is really about $7. And when I think about the number 12, well, there's lots of things I could do with that. I could say, well, that's close to 10. That's about $70. If I wanted to get a little more precise, and I know my 12s, then I could say $7 times 12, which is about 84. So that's probably going to give me a little bit closer estimate to my total. I'm going to go back over here right now and I'm going to solve $6.50 times 12, starting with everything being multiplied by the number 2 first. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 1 more makes 13. Cross off your 1. Put your 0 placeholder down. And if you want, you can cross out the number 2 because you're finished with it also. Now everything is going to be multiplied by the number 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5. And 1 times 6 is 6. Now that we have these two partial products, we're going to put them together for a final answer. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 5 is 6, 7, 8. And 6 plus 1 is 7. We have $7,800, but that doesn't really make good sense because we have an estimate that's only 70 to 84. So I'm thinking to myself, what is missing from this problem? That's right, boys and girls. We have to go back and move our decimal point. So we have a tenths and a hundredths. We have a decimal that needs to move. Tenths, hundredths. This is a more realistic answer. $78 fits nicely between 70 and 84. $78 is what Ellen will make for her 12 hours of babysitting.